Hello, and welcome to my vlog. I am Brian Foster, and today I want to bring you a message about our current pandemic from the Spirit Liel. Now, I received this message through my wife, who is at a Spiritism center in Rio de Janeiro, and I thought I would send this to you, and it concerns the current pandemic that we are all in. This is what is a nice thing about going to a Spiritist center or living near one, that you can sometimes hear about these messages that come from the other world to give us comfort and give us a little bit more information. So I'll put this on the screen, so I will read it and also have it on the screen, and I'll put it down below in the description of the video, so if you'd like to read it more carefully, you can. Here is the message. Friends, the disease that scares us is just a tool of conscience for the readjustment of being. In this way, any fear of the dark pictures of the moment in which we live must be replaced by the certainty of divine protection and by the understanding that the disease is collective proof for improving the relationship of humanity with the real values of life. Too much materialism, the cult of ego and money, are the face of those who at this moment panic, not with the loss of lives, but with the possibility of the economic and financial collapse. That will not come because it is not in the interest of the greater world to abruptly change human relations, but rather the awakening of consciousness towards new forms of work and production. Fear is a reflection of the materialistic and greedy minds that have become ill. Do not fear outbreaks or disease. Seek firstly vigilance and understanding over the means of contagions, and remember the serenity within yourself that soothes and sustains. Do your part with tranquility and trust in the highest that does not neglect the ways of man, even if man does not perceive his action. Jesus remains ahead of the world, and everything is in his enlightened and merciful hands. Watch and pray, Liel. Now, I thought this is a wonderful message. It's telling us that, many people, not all, are panicking because, I could lose all my money, right? And do not worry about your financial situation. But what Liel is telling us is that we should look and know that our lives is part of a grand design, and that each one of us individually is being led by the plans of Jesus Christ. What Liel is telling us is that we must put in perspective our materialism and our spiritualism. That when we have problems like this, or we are faced with a pandemic, that we must think about first our spiritual health and know that we are within the hands of Jesus, who is, as Liel said, ahead of us and the world. He knows what will happen to not only each individual, but humanity as a whole. And things like this, times like this, are here to remind us that not to be so tied to the world, but to think about other people, try and stay serene, try and stay calm, do what you can. Don't round about and rust about just with panic and abandon, but be serene, be calm, think of things. If it's going to happen, and yet you've taken as all, every, contingency plan that you can, then it will happen. It was fated to happen. It doesn't mean you sit back and let anything occur. No, you take the precautions that you understand. You are proactive, but you understand whatever happens was all planned out, and that you are part of a grand journey for the whole earth and yourself to become a better spirit. So, if you're interested about Spiritism, I extremely recommend you get the book, The Spirit's Book. You can get that book on Amazon. There's a link to it on my site, on my blog site, nwspiritism.com. You can also find it on PDF. You can just put in Google or DuckDuckGo, put in Allan Kardec, space PDF, and you will find, I'm sure you'll find a link to a PDF of the Spirit's book that will hopefully start your journey to understand the third revelation brought to us, codified for us by Allan Kardec, telling us why we are here, what our future is, how the spirit world operates. It is a wonderful revelation. God bless.